Welcome to the most magical sports destination on earth, the ESPN Wide World of Sports, where the excitement of Pop Warner Week takes the energy to a new level as we get ready for the 62nd Pop Warner Super Bowl. Great to have you with us. Welcome to our state-of-the-art studio here at the ESPN Wide World of Sports. I'm Drew Felios, joined by the former Buffalo Bill and UMass star Rini Angolia. We're going to talk tons of football here over the next few minutes, but we are ready for an action-packed week of Pop Warner football. Let's take a look at the schedule of events beginning on December 1st in the morning through the evening. D2 quarterfinals, D1 quarterfinals, select games played. We'll sort of have a game of the day in each bracket, leading us all the way to December 8th, where in D1, that championship game gets broadcast on ESPNU, the others on ESPN3. Non-stop action, 6 days of football coverage, and the best young talent in all of North America. And Rini, there's simply nothing like this great tournament.
It's my favorite week of the year. You know, we call college football games all year long, which is great. But boy, when I get here, Super Bowl week, I love it. It's football at its finest. The joy, the passion of these young kids, it brings me back to when I started football. I love it.
All right, we're going to go through all the brackets here, and we have some new representation at the Pop Warner Super Bowl. Seems like every single year there's a new community, a new division coming up, and doing great things here at the ESPN Wide World of Sports. Okay, we're going to start in D2 Junior Pee Wee, where the Royal Palm Beach Wildcats will get the nod. They'll take on the Coastal Eagles. Royal Palm Beach representing Florida, Coastal out of Wilmington, North Carolina. Brick City Lions out of the New Jersey area, taking on the Stratford Redskins representing the state of Connecticut. The Algonquin Argonauts out of Chicago, that's a new squad this year, taking on the Oak Cliff Titans out of Dallas, Texas. Then the Far West Tigers out of Phoenix, battling the Pacifica Tiger Sharks. Again, this is all D2 Junior Pee Wee. Now, some squads like the Coastal Eagles, Rini, every team has a story. They had to battle the Hurricanes. Their schedule was cut back. They've dealt with a lot of adversity coming here to Walt Disney World.
And that can be hard, right? Because you're missing games, you're missing reps, valuable time. But boy, they regrouped in a big-time way to make it here to the Junior Pee Wee Championship. Credit to them, and it's a tough bracket, Drew.
Then you've got Brick City out of the New Jersey area. This is always a very tough squad. It seems like they're always playing in a semifinal or a championship. They play physical football.
Well, year after year, we see a lot of the same Pop Warner organizations get back here. Brick City is one of those, and that's the one thing, Drew, we talk about it, and I'll probably say it 10 times today during this show. Teams with multiple athletes with great speed are tough to contain here at this week's championship. A lot of these teams during the year, they're used to going up against a team with one player with dynamic speed. When you get here, watch out, especially the teams from Florida. We know what kind of speed they have.
All right, we're going through D2. Now time to go to the Pee Wee bracket. We just showed you Junior Pee Wee. Go up a notch here. And West Elmwood Intruders out of Rhode Island. They'll be taking on the North Raleigh Bulldogs. North Raleigh fundamentally sound year after year. So is the Creeks Outlaws. Remember, they were the #1 play on SportsCenter not too long ago. Brick City out of Jersey will be waiting. And again, this is the Creeks Outlaws, this team in white. We're used to seeing them year after year.
Yeah, Creeks out of the Jacksonville area. Again, a lot of athletes, very well coached. You see their plays run very well. And you talked about, too, that North Raleigh Bulldogs team. Very well coached as well. Ready to go. They're down here, one of those teams we see each and every year.
Rancho Cucamonga, the Cougars out of Southern California, making their first appearance here at the Pop Warner Super Bowl. This is a 40-year-old Pop Warner program. You think they're going to be happy coming here to the ESPN Wide World of Sports?
Talking about sticking with the process, right? 40 years. They finally get here. They're going to be excited and ready to go.
Naperville Chargers representing Chicago. And then Oak Cliff out of Dallas, Texas will take on Los Gatos Cambrian out of Northern California. These Oak Cliff Titans, a team out of Dallas that has just gotten better and better year after year. You know, first they come here, they're a little deer in the headlights, and then each year just gaining confidence.
Well, and that's exactly it. Every time you come here, you get more and more experience. You don't get gun shy anymore. You just feel more comfortable, and you see a lot of Pop Warner organizations time after time as they get back here play a lot better football.
We are just getting rolling here on this Pop Warner Super Bowl selection show. When we come back, we'll continue through D2 and then eventually go to D1. ESPN Wide World of Sports ready to rock and roll. Pop Warner season is here. We're back with more in a moment.
The ESPN Wide World of Sports complex is a cutting-edge multi-sport facility.
Leads the way for Godive to the 10, 5, touchdown USA.
Athletes from over 70 countries compete in more than 60 different sports, all at the center of the Walt Disney World Resort in Florida.
Blocked at the net, and there it is.
A returning champion has done it again.
For more information, visit ESPNWWOS.com. Champion Stadium at the ESPN Wide World of Sports complex has been the home of the Atlanta Braves spring training since 1997. With over 9,500 seats, multiple skyboxes, and open-air suites, Champion Stadium offers the same amenities as a major league ballpark but provides all the magic of the Walt Disney World Resort. For more information on visiting the complex, visit ESPNWWOS.com. Experience running through Disney theme parks when you participate in a Run Disney race weekend. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced runner, Run Disney has a distance for everyone from 5Ks to marathons. And with some amazing race weekend themes like Star Wars and Classic Disney, you'll be cheered on by some real characters. Looking for your next finisher medal? Visit RunDisney.com to learn more.
So much football action to look forward to during the Pop Warner Super Bowl. Coverage begins with the D2 quarterfinals on Saturday, December 1st. Those D2 championships will be played on Friday, December 7th. D1 begins on December 2nd and ends on December 9th. And the D1 JV championship will be live on ESPNU. Welcome back into our fabulous studio, everybody. Drew Felios alongside Rini and Golia. Let's pick up now with D2 Junior Varsity. We've introduced you to a few new communities, and we got one more for you right here out of the Denver area. This team out of Highlands Ranch, first time ever in the Pop Warner Super Bowl. What obstacles will they have to deal with, Rini, coming here to play for the first time?
I mean, just bringing a group of kids to Disney World, just keeping them, motivated, eye on the prize, and a lot of stuff going on. You just got to get here and understand it's kind of, it's a job. It's tough to do that sometimes with young kids.
Absolutely. Deer Valley Sparks, representing Phoenix, Arizona, will be their first round competition. Then going down, the Milford Eagles, representing Connecticut. They were here in 2016. And then the Palm Beach Garden Gators. We're familiar what they did in D2 Pee Wee last year. The Gators are big time.
And that's huge. You came here last year, same group, you won the championship. Now you're back, you're a little older. You know what to experience when you're here. That team is going to be a tough out in this division.
Love the uniforms as well. Good stuff out of Palm Beach Garden. Churchland Tigers out of Virginia Beach. Not the Mustangs. Instead, it's the Churchland Tigers looking to make their name from that area. Lenape Valley representing the Philly suburbs. They were here 2 years ago. They're back once more. These teams got here, and then they realized how hard it was to get here again. It's the best of the best playing here.
No doubt, and you see Lenape Valley, a lot of really good football in that Philadelphia area, and year after year, they are sending more and more teams here.
Los Gatos Cambrian out of Northern California, sort of a combo group coming here to the Pop Warner Super Bowl. They'll battle Lockport Junior Porters, representing Chicago, Illinois. So, out of the junior varsity, you know what? This is my favorite division because it seems like you have all these kids and they're just starting to hit their peak right as football players.
Yeah, well, the thing I love too is you're seeing a lot of new teams, right? Mm-hmm. Get some of the regulars in here, but you're getting some new ones in here. And as you said, teams that have been here, not made it back, that experience goes a long way. So it's a really good bracket.
All right, can't wait for junior varsity as we now turn the page to Unlimited. Now, Unlimited, remember, special rules in Pop Warner football. Minimum weight, 105 pounds. No maximum weight. Rini.
Some big boys.
You can be
Yeah.
200-something pounds and suit up, and we've definitely seen that here in the past. So the bracket looks like this. Brick City Lions, representing the Newark, New Jersey area, will take on the Georgia Hogs out of South Georgia. Don't have many Georgia representation here at Pop Warner. Should be fun.
Yeah, well, it's a state that we were talking about that's starting to get more teams into this championship. Watch out for those Georgia kids.
Naperville Chargers out of the Chicago area, taking on Tecumseh, representing the Miami area, another team with a lot of speed, the Red Raiders. And then the Central High Point Trojans out of North Carolina, battling Garden Grove Bulldogs from San Diego, and then Reno Miners out of Nevada, battling the Hartford Hurricanes from Hartford, Connecticut. The Hartford Hurricanes, another team that we love watching year in and year out.
Well, I mean, that Hartford area is really starting to put out some really quality football players at the Pop Warner level as we look at the Hartford Hurricanes from last year, and that's an organization that you got to keep an eye on during this week. It's one that's loaded with athletes as well, and we talk about the speed in Florida. That Hartford program, they seem to have some athletes up there.
Yeah, hope UConn can maybe get some of
Yeah,
those
right?
players.
Keep 'em home, keep 'em
eventually.
home.
Absolutely, good stuff. Okay, schedule of events. Tons of stuff coming up during Pop Warner Week. D2 quarterfinals, Saturday, December 1st, leading all the way up until Saturday, December 8th. An entire week of Pop Warner football coming your way on ESPN3 and ESPNU. We know the football fields will be busy, but so will the HP Fieldhouse, because Pop Warner Cheer and Dance again in 2018. So much fun to watch. More of this Pop Warner Selection Show coming up.
The ESPN Wide World of Sports complex at Florida's Walt Disney World Resort is your amateur basketball destination. Offering multiple tournaments for athletes from youth to collegiate level that attracts NCAA coaches from top programs nationwide. To find out how your team can compete here, visit DisneyBasketball.com. The ESPN Wide World of Sports complex is a cutting-edge multi-sport facility.
Leads the way for Godine to the 10, 5, touchdown USA.
Athletes from over 70 countries compete in more than 60 different sports, all at the center of the Walt Disney World Resort in Florida.
Blocked at the net, and there it is.
Our returning champion has done it again.
For more information, visit ESPNWWOS.com. The ESPN Wide World of Sports is one of the most exciting baseball complexes in America. We offer major league quality fields where athletes can improve their skills year-round through open registration tournaments or through spring training programs offered to high school and college teams. Visit DisneyBaseball.com to find out how your team can compete at the national and international level and create memories that last a lifetime.
We know how much excitement comes with Pop Warner football, but the same can be said for Pop Warner Cheer and Dance. Every single year inside the HP Fieldhouse, these athletes take it to a new level. Look at the schedule throughout the entire week. And Thursday on ESPN3, our coverage live from inside the HP Fieldhouse. Pop Warner Cheer and Dance once again here in 2018. Welcome back inside our studio. Drew Felios alongside Rini Ngoli. This is a great family event altogether, isn't it?
It really is. It's an outstanding week, and the Cheer and Dance, those teams put so much into those programs, and it's a great week all around. As you said, family atmosphere.
All right, we've been breaking down the brackets. Now time to go to D1 varsity as we start with the big boys. Only 4 teams in this bracket, beginning with the Florida City Razorbacks out of Miami, Florida, taking on the North Philadelphia Aztecs out of Philly. And then, when you talk about this Philly squad, Coach Bonner doing a great job year after year. This team can attack you all over the field.
Well, talk about athletes and speed. That first game, Florida City Razorbacks and North Philly, the Aztecs, that is going to be a good one. Evenly matched, great athletes all over the field. And I love it because there's never really one star player. There's usually multiple guys making plays. and this team is no exception.
Florida City Razorbacks also an incredible program, of course, out of Miami. Now, Dorchester Eagles representing Boston, Massachusetts in the next bracket of varsity. They'll take on the Milton Steelers out of Milton, Georgia. So two more outstanding programs. And Milton, a team that we don't see often, but this could be a sleeper, Rini.
Yeah, you're right. Head coach Tim Lester for the Milton Steelers. Again, a Georgia team that's starting to really put out those Pop Warner players. And, of course, Dorchester, the one thing I remember about them, always a physical bunch.
It's always fun, too, to see the different sections of the country. And you can see why some of the college programs really sort of take after these Pop Warner teams and get some of the talent.
And the good high school programs,
Absolutely.
too. You see a lot of them get fed through from Pop Warner to high school and then college. And you said it earlier, keep the kids home if you're a college program, right? Keep those good kids, the South Florida kids, keep them down in Miami, and I think that helps your program.
All right, time now for junior varsity. Moving right along here on this Pop Warner Super Bowl selection show. Mount Hope Cowboys representing Rhode Island in the Northeast. They'll battle the Far West Steelers out of Phoenix, Arizona. Hoffman Estates coming out of Chicago, taking on a Menlo Atherton team that is in the Chicago area as well. Two teams, really same area, Rini. That's kind of a backyard brawl there.
Yeah, I bet you a lot of these kids are going to know each other. A lot of the coaches are going to know each other, and they'll know their strengths and weaknesses.
Palmetto Raiders, meanwhile, out of the Miami area. They'll battle North Raleigh Bulldogs. This is a first-round matchup. I guarantee you, this is going to be a shootout. These two teams really can bring it. This Palmetto team, they are fun to watch.
Well, this is a bracket when you look down at from top to bottom. These are all Pop Warner teams we've seen before. We've seen these kids grow and just load it with talent.
North Raleigh, of course, year after year. Such a well-organized program there. The Blackhawks AC out of Philly. They'll battle the Ocoee Bulldogs, sort of a home field edge.
Well, it is. I mean, Ocoee is a suburb basically of Orlando, and the good thing about them is they're going to sleep at their own bed at night. Kind of takes away the distractions of Disney World, right?
I talked about the demographics, Sereni, all over the country. We used to see some of these youth programs take after the NFL teams. We are seeing this year in football, college teams and pro teams sort of take after the high school teams and youth teams.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of spread, right? A lot of running, a little triple option, a little veer option that we see in Pop Warner. And it's funny you say that because as you look up into college and even a little bit in the pro, you're starting to see that now.
Yeah, big time. Okay, still more to come here on this Pop Warner selection show. We still got Pee Wee, still got Junior Pee Wee as well. Brackets revealed as we get ready for the 62nd Pop Warner Super Bowl.
Experience running through Disney theme parks when you participate in a Run Disney race weekend. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced runner, Run Disney has a distance for everyone from 5Ks to marathons. And with some amazing race weekend themes like Star Wars and classic Disney, you'll be cheered on by some real characters. Looking for your next finisher medal? Visit rundisney.com to learn more. The ESPN Wide World of Sports complex at Florida's Walt Disney World Resort is your amateur basketball destination. Offering multiple tournaments for athletes from youth to collegiate level that attracts NCAA coaches from top programs nationwide. To find out how your team can compete here, visit DisneyBasketball.com. The ESPN Wide World of Sports complex is a cutting-edge multi-sport facility.
Leads the way for Godai to the 10, 5, touchdown USA.
Athletes from over 70 countries compete in more than 60 different sports, all at the center of the Walt Disney World Resort in Florida.
Blocked at the net, and there it is.
A returning champion has done it again.
For more information, visit ESPNWWOS.com.
No better place for the Pop Warner Super Bowl to call home. The ESPN Wide World of Sports, busy all year long, but it just seems like when it's time for the Pop Warner Super Bowl, the energy, the excitement at this complex just goes to a new level. We cannot wait for the coming week as we continue with D1 Junior Pee Wee East Bay Warriors out of San Francisco battling the Goulds Rams out of South Florida, the Miami area. St. Philip Saints, they'll take on the Blackhawks AC, another Philadelphia team. And then the Virginia Beach Mustangs. Bruce Pearl, the legendary head coach, will battle the Waianae Tigers, the team that made a name for themselves last year out of Hawaii. And then you've got Jen Elite from Cleveland, Ohio, taking on the Mount Hope Cowboys and Rhode Island. Well, this Waianae team out of Hawaii, remember them last year? They came into the studio. They had so much fun here.
Yeah.
Can they continue that in 2018?
And it's tough for them because you want to talk about travel. That is such a long way. And I remember last year they had some travel issues, but they got here. They were so excited. And you talk about the experience, Drew, the fact that they made it back again, that's tremendous for them.
Yeah, so humble, such great kids out of Waianae. Now it's time for Pee Wee. Hartford Hurricanes out of course, that Hartford, Connecticut area. Westlake Chaps, Austin, Texas represented. They're tied to that Westlake High School, producing some big-time college football players. Then you got Far West Jets, Phoenix, Arizona, back in D1. 3 teams here this year. The Far West Jets, a household name in Pop Warner football.
It's a team I always remember, even at the lowest level, they could always throw the football. You know, a lot of teams sometimes really stick with the run and that's it. Not Far West. They will throw it, they will air it out at all their levels.
They are an offensive juggernaut year after year. Far West will take on Blackhawks AC, of course, a Philadelphia team. That certainly should be a heavyweight matchup. And then Virginia Beach Mustangs, coached by David Dinsmore. East Bay Warriors will be waiting. Team from San Francisco, California, and a great football factory there. Then West Side Wildcats out of Jacksonville, Hoffman Estates from Chicago. They've been here the past 8 years, a perennial power.
Yeah, I mean, another loaded bracket. I mean, how many times are you going to call out Virginia Beach, right? That's one of those Pop Warner organizations through year after year. We see them. I mean, it's just that good of an organization.
So much to look forward to in the Pop Warner Super Bowl. And Rini, I know this week you sort of think back and relive your Pop Warner days and what Pop Warner football did for you. How important is it to these kids?
It is so very important. I mean, I'm very biased when it comes to the game of football. I think it's the greatest game. It's the greatest team sport. It teaches these kids about life, and they don't even realize they're learning about life. And I just love it. The coaches come here, do a great job, and the families. And so it should be a great week. You know, which team, which coach can keep his kids' eyes on the prize, right? Get away from the distractions. And speed kills in this championship, and we see it every year.
That's a great point. Okay, let's take one more look at the schedule. A fun-filled week beginning Saturday, December 1st, D2 quarterfinals. Those championships in D2 will be the following Friday. Keep in mind, D1 begins on Sunday, December 2nd, and concludes Saturday, December 8th with D1 JV, that title game on ESPNU. Pop Warner Super Bowl coming your way, 62nd edition on this very special 90th year of Pop Warner Super Bowl. We are ready, we are psyched, we hope you are too, and we hope to see you here at the ESPN Wide World of Sports.